Hi everyone and welcome back to my Canada Immigration Explore YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to talk about Canadian citizenship requirements. Here's a corrected version. Canada offers one of the most convenient and open citizenship policy rules and regulations. As such, hundreds of thousands of people become eligible and apply for Canadian citizenship each year, and over 85% of permanent residents become Canadians. Today's comprehensive video provides an overview of Canadian citizenship eligibility criteria and the checklist. So, stay tuned with our Canada Immigration Explore YouTube channel until the end of the video for an in-depth understanding of the whole procedure in a simple way. Let's explore the journey from being a permanent resident in Canada to becoming a citizen. We'll discuss the requirements and checklists for Canadian citizenship eligibility. To start today's video, let me remind you to subscribe if you're new and click the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. There are certain eligibility requisites for a Canadian citizenship application. Here is a rundown of the main conditions. Permanent resident status. First, a candidate must have been a permanent resident of Canada and physically been in Canada for at least 3 of the last 5 years. There should not be any unfulfilled requirements associated with your permanent residence PR status. It must not be in question. This means you must not be under review for fraud or immigration reasons. Even if your PR is expired, you can still apply for citizenship. If you have served in or with the Canadian Armed Forces, you might be able to apply through a fast-track process. Permanent resident has lived in Canada. You must have been physically present in Canada for no less than 1,095 days during the 5-year period right before the date you sign your citizenship application. The condition applies to every candidate regardless of age. Keeping a record of all your trips outside Canada will help to estimate your physical presence and meet Canada's immigration requirements. Do you know applicants may now count each day they were physically present in Canada as a temporary resident or protected person before becoming a permanent resident as a half day towards meeting the physical presence requirements for citizenship up to a maximum credit of 365 days? Yes, they can. To determine whether exceptional circumstances exist, Canadian citizenship judges examine the specific facts and circumstances of each individual's case. Some factors which may in some cases lead Canadian citizenship judges to ban the 1,095-day rule as follows. The applicant is physically present in Canada for most of the required period other than the recent absence that occurred immediately before the application for Canadian citizenship was submitted. Even though the applicant leaves Canada on a regular basis, the applicant's immediate family independence continues to live in Canada. The applicant's overall pattern of physical presence in Canada indicates that he or she returns home to Canada and does not merely pay a visit to Canada. Despite repeated absences, the total number of days absent from Canada is relatively few. The physical absence from Canada is caused by a clearly temporary situation such as employment or study abroad for a limited time. The quality of the applicant's connection with Canada is more substantial than that which exists with any other country. As reflected by the applicant's involvement in Canadian work and business ventures, community organizations, and payment of Canadian income tax. Please try to visit official Canadian government website for frequently asked questions about physical presence calculator. Income tax billing. Canadian immigration requirements also include meeting your personal income tax billing obligation. That's why regardless of your age under the Income Tax Act, you must meet your personal income tax filing obligations in 3 tax years that are partially or fully within the 5 years right before citizenship application. Language skills. In Canada, there are 2 official languages, English and French. You must prove that you can speak, listen and write in one of these 2 languages to receive your citizenship. This means that you can take part in short conversations on daily topics, understand simple directions, questions and instructions, and use basic grammar including simple tenses and structures. If you're 18 to 54 years old, you must add proof that shows your English or French skill level. However, if you're under 18, then you don't have to meet these criteria. You must meet the Canadian Language Benchmark Level 4 CLB4 or higher in speaking and listening. To become a Canadian citizen, you'll need to pass a knowledge requirement test. This test covers Canada's symbols, history, values, institutions, responsibilities, and the rights and privileges of citizenship. The test is in English or French and 45 minutes long. It consists of 20 multiple-choice questions. 15 are passing marks out of 20 questions right to pass the test. You can prepare for the test using the official Discover Canada study guide, which is available as an audiobook with important preparatory notes on the website. We'll also upload multiple-choice questions to assist you in your preparation. Prohibition: there are certain prohibitions to consider. You may not be eligible to become a Canadian citizen if you've committed a crime in or outside Canada. Time spent serving a term of imprisonment on parole or probation doesn't count as time lived in Canada. Before applying for Canadian citizenship, it's crucial to check your eligibility status. Here are a few criteria to help you determine your eligibility. Have you been a permanent resident and physically present in Canada for at least 3 of the last 5 years or 1,095 days? Click Yes, if applicable. In the last 5 years, have you been outside of Canada for more than a total of 730 days? Yes or no. You must take No if applicable. Have Canadian officials advised you to leave Canada or that you have unfulfilled conditions related to your PR status? Yes or no. You must take No if applicable. Do any of the following statements apply to you? Yes or no. You must tick No if applicable. I have a criminal record. I'm facing criminal charges in or outside of Canada. I have been refused Canadian citizenship because of misrepresentation. I have had my Canadian citizenship revoked. I have not met the terms and conditions of my permanent resident status. Can you provide proof that you know English or French? Yes or no. You must tick Yes if applicable. Did you file your personal income taxes if you were required to do so in the past 5 years? Yes or no. You must tick Yes if applicable, if your answers match the above-mentioned yes or no responses. You are likely to meet the requirements to apply for Canadian citizenship. Once you're done with the eligibility criteria and checklist, the next step is to check your physical presence using a physical presence calculator to confirm you've been in Canada for the required 1,095 days in the past 5 years. How to do that? Well, in our next video we will be explaining the process in more detail. That's it for today's video. Thank you for staying with us till the end. We hope you enjoyed and learned a lot. Don't forget to share your comments in the comments section below, subscribe, share, and like the video if you found it helpful. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy learning. Thank you. In the end, I would like to request you please like the video and subscribe Canada Immigration Explore YouTube channel, and also share this video to your friends and family members for Canada immigration updates. Thank you. See you in the next video. Take care.